Hi everyone, and welcome to another physical education game called Rush and Return. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more PE games and lessons. This is an invasion style game that can be modified and played with many different year and skill levels. I'll break down the game in full and then show you how you can modify it via different builds. You'll need hula hoops, 2 tall markers and a few balls. Start by dividing into teams of approximately 7 to 8 players per team depending on your class numbers and space. The aim is to steal the ball and bring it back to your side. The game starts with players in their half of the field. Each team has a guard that defends the ball. Only the guard from the defensive team can go in this area. You'll also need 3 hula hoops at each end in the protected area. Here are some rules. At any time, a player can make a dash to the other side, but if they are tagged, they must go back to their side. If a player is successful in getting through, they can stop in one of the hula hoops where they are safe. Play will go on like this for a little while. When a team has 3 players inside each hula hoop, they become the offensive team and can start with the ball. One player starts with the ball and the other players on the offensive team scatter. The aim is to get the ball to their end zone as shown here by making passes. The red team becomes the defensive team and try to intercept the ball or create a bad pass or turnover. Here you can add your level of defensive intensity such as soft, warm or hot defense depending on your year and skill level. So the ball transitions down the end. This team has successfully made all the passes and they've passed it to their guard in their end zone. After a score or turnover, the play resets, the ball goes back on the cones and players start in their area ready to play again from the start. Here we have 2 red players that have successfully made it to their hoops. Whilst inside their hoop, they may make a dash for the ball, but if they're tagged by the guard, then they must go back to their side. A player can make a dash like the blue player here, and if the guard is not paying attention, they don't have to wait in the hoop, and they can get the ball and start as the offensive team. Any players from the opposition that are still inside the hoops are not in the game and not eligible to defend. This now will create uneven numbers, in this case 6 attackers and 4 defenders. This allows students to experience attacking or defending in space and strategies to implement in either scenario. They again try to move the ball down the field and then get the ball to the guard. For more advanced skill and year levels, you might want to add the rule where people stuck in the hoops can come out and defend the catcher in the protected area. Likewise, a student may get through and make a dash and get past the guard in one go. If they get the ball, then they become the offensive team. But if they don't and they get tagged by the guard, then they head over to the pit and they stay there until rescued by a teammate. There is a pit in each corner of the playing area. To be rescued, a student runs across, and if they reach the pit without being tagged, they can bring their teammate back, and both of them cannot be tagged on the way back. So let's talk about builds and how we can modify the game and progressively teach this so students understand the rules. In build 1, the aim is for a team to get 3 students inside each of the hoops in their end zone without being tagged by a defensive player. If tagged, they go into the pit and can only leave if they are rescued by teammates as shown before. The first team to get a player inside each of their end zone hoops are the winners. No ball is used in this version. Build 2. In this version, we add the markers and the ball as well as guard in each zone as before. In this build, when a team manages to dodge the guard and collect the ball, or they get 3 players inside the hoops to become the offensive team, their aim is to simply get the ball back to their side. A player can do this by running the ball back. If they get it back to their side without being tagged, they score a point and the game restarts. Likewise, if they run back and they are tagged by the opposition, they can attempt to throw the ball over to their side and have a teammate catch it. If it's caught, it's a point to their team and play resets. If it's dropped, play resets without a point. Build 3. This is the version shown at the start of the video and is similar to the build 2, but now instead of running the ball back or throwing it over to your zone, the aim is to pass the ball down to your end zone. The defensive team are allowed to intercept, and if they do so, no point is awarded to the offensive team and play restarts. If there's an incorrect pass or the ball hits the ground, play restarts. Build 4. This is full invasion game rules with turnovers, interceptions, continuous play, and the defending team becoming the offensive team if they intercept or there is a turnover. You might add rules such as no moving with the ball or a 3-step rule with the ball if in possession. As seen here, the defensive team has intercepted and has gone down their end to score. So that's Rush and Return. It's a great game that can be played right away in Build 4 for upper years or more skilled players, and broken down into easier builds for less experienced or younger students. If you're looking for more ideas, games and lessons, check out the resources in the links below. I've got full units, thousands of games and lesson plans, everything you need to teach PE. Thanks for checking out the video.